PSV's back en route after a strike and the formation of a new organization. 5 Barbadian babies herald in the new year. And coming up in sports, the Thunder close in on Jofa Archer's Hurricanes in the Big Bash League.
Credible, balanced, committed. This is the CBC Evening News.
Good evening, I'm Shane Jones, leading the news at 7. A work stoppage by some PSV operators which left commuters stranded today is now over. Our Rianne Phillips has the story.
Long lines at bus stops across the island were a common sight this morning as PSV operators stayed off the job. Some of those commuters who were left stranded had mixed reactions to the action.
I've been here for an hour now, waiting for transportation.
They are supposed to go to the destinations. They only want to turn around and spike down. Right? Their work, say from 4:30 till 7, 8 at night, and they go off the route.
The operators were protesting new rules proposed by the Transport Authority. Those new regulations include that operators must wear uniforms and that licenses and permits of owners and operators may be revoked after 2 reports from police.
We decided to stand down today, not a Spike Sound van working, is that our spark, everything down here. Spike Sound terminal basically shut down because we are unsure of our future in this industry. We are unsure of these new laws. Nobody never come and talk to the workers.
People feel that minibuses make the world of money. But when you have to offset your daily expenses, wear and tear on the vehicle, paying a mechanic, it doesn't add up. Before I can even see any sort of money, I have to clear insurance. Insurance ranges from between $10,000 to $20,000 just for one vehicle for a year, and that's third party, not comprehensive. If your vehicle get hit, I still have a repair out of pocket.
The drivers and conductors returned to work later in the day after forming a new association which will represent operators. Public Relations Officer of the newly formed group, Fabian Wharton, explained the basis for the action.
We do apologize to the traveling public, but sometimes you have to take a stand for the things that you believe in. All right? As of 3:15 p.m. today, all public service vehicles will return to normal duty. We also understand that there are some of us who are not extremely happy with the turn of events in terms of returning to work immediately. But what we can say that if there's any disruption in our services tomorrow, it will be insignificant.
PSV operators are expected to be back on the job tomorrow. Rianne Phillips, CBC News.
The new location for New Year's Day breakfast cooler party First Light was a hit. Thousands of patrons flocked to Rockfield St. Lucie yesterday morning to officially ring in the new year. The event, now in its 4th year, was previously held at East Point in St. Philip, and promoter Chris John told CBC News St. Lucie surpassed all expectations.
All our patrons enjoyed themselves. I think we alleviated all parking issues that we would have had last year. We had ample space for everyone to move around. The venue presented an opportunity to party until 11 and still stay relatively cool because of its geological position. So it worked out very well. We were very pleased with the attendance and very pleased with how everything worked in St. Lucie and Rockfield. We will definitely resume First Light there next year, and we look forward to having a bigger and better 2020.
A total of 5 babies, 3 boys and 2 girls were born on the first day of 2019. The first baby, a girl, made her presence known just after 2 in the morning. Just half an hour later, 27-year-old Khadija Eiffel gave birth to another baby girl. After more than 14 hours in the delivery room, little Levi Ezra Devonish made his grand appearance about 4:30 in the evening. He's not only the 3rd baby to be born for the year, but also the 3rd boy from mum Leanne Devonish.
How does this compare to your other births? Nothing like them. My other births were like 3 hours a night, but no, not this one. I think he just wanted to see the fireworks. And that's all I believe.
And when was he due?
The 11th of January.
Okay.
So he actually came a little early. Yeah, but all of my children, they come 38 weeks plus. So I was expecting like December because I had more pain in December than I had in January. I was like, can you go at home? But that my mom said he don't only come when he want to come.
The final baby boy born at the QEH was delivered by Nicolette Bryan just before 10 p.m. Staff at the Bayview Hospital confirmed the birth of one baby boy at 18 minutes after 6 in the evening. A greater effort will be made this year to get Barbadians to explore all 166 square miles of this island. Word of this from Minister of Creative Economy and Culture, John King, during the launch of a new event venue in St. Philip. Sharika Griffith has more.
It's being described as Barbados' first entertainment venue, located in the most unlikely of places, a gully in Edgecombe, St. Philip. Gully Vibes was officially opened on All Year's Night, and Culture Minister and MP for the area, John King, fully endorses the initiative. In fact, he hopes it can be replicated in other parishes.
Imagine if we can get folks from the north to come up here and have a good time and see what we have to offer in St. Philip West and vice versa. And that's basically what we're going to be trying to be pushing this year, is getting people to know their country, know their villages, know people across the island. It used to be that way years ago, and those are the things that made us into the people that we are today. And we've got to get back to those values of being able to try across this island and make new friends and experience new things.
The man behind the idea, Rory Hunt, says it's the result of just a year of planning.
Why should the monkeys be the only ones to enjoy it? So we start off by engineering the 44 steps that are into the gully. We are about 3 to 4 stories down, but it's a nice casual entry and exit from the gully. And once we were here, it just made sense to not disturb the gully too much, so we elevated the deck, 2,800 square feet, all natural wood, and here you have it.
The venue also won the approval of several entertainers.
It's a fantastic venue. The atmosphere, the ambience is off the chain. You have to see it. You have to witness it for yourself. The vibes are nice. The DJs are playing great music. The entertainment is good. And I mean, the surroundings is someplace you really want to be.
I see them from afar. I know who they are. You don't know. A man is just a man. Because a boy can't take where we start. Yes, Bagina Kentia, Spirit of the People, live at Gully Vibes 2019.
Sharika Griffith, CBC News.
2019 will see value for money on the Barbados real estate market. Speaking exclusively to CBC News, real estate mogul and managing director of Hannah Properties, Julie Dash, says there will be a lot of options for buyers this year.
There is a lot of value for money in the market. There is a lot of choice. So I'm very heartened by that because it gives young people a chance to get on the property ladder, to buy a piece of land while they're young and start paying down on it. Also to buy starter homes. So there's more choice than there's ever been, and the prices are very fair. It's wonderful to be working in a fair market.
Well, in terms of renting, Ms. Dash left a word of advice for landlords.
So rental properties, it's really important for landlords to keep the properties in good condition and keep them fairly priced. It's no use being a landlord without a tenant. There's never been a more expensive time to be a landlord. You've got land tax, maintenance, insurance, and heaven help if you've got a mortgage on top of that. So it's very important to make sure that you've got them properly advertised.
The head of the Barbados Nurses Association is given the thumbs up to a plan announced by the Prime Minister to have more specialized nursing training. According to BNA President Joanna Waterman, it's to be done through collaborations with some of the offshore universities being set up in Barbados.
This is of particular interest to us, having put forward the proposal to introduce the advanced practice nursing rules regarding the nurse practitioner and the clinical nurse specialist. What is really important here is to have successful implementation of this category of specialist nurse And in order to do that, we have to make sure that the domains, the competencies and skills, the scope of practice, and the regulatory framework is in place to ensure that it is successfully implemented.
Ms. Waterman says BNA has already started the groundwork to facilitate the training.
We've heard the Honorable Prime Minister stress the need for retooling, retraining, and re-enfranchising as a model that one should adopt in this present climate. And I want to stress that we certainly, in Barbados Nurses Association, the executive team, we've certainly taken this to heart. And so in seeking to upgrade and improve nursing practice at all levels, we're utilizing this model with several plans that we have and proposals that we want to put on board. And this includes the nursing assistants as well to upgrade their level.
There's a call this morning for a united front within the labor movement. It's coming from President of the Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations of Barbados, Edwin O'Neill. In the organization's New Year message, Mr. O'Neill says it's important as they endeavor to protect the rights of workers.
The time is now for the Barbados labor movement to recognize that going forward as a divided labor movement will be detrimental to the cause of labor. The absence of solidarity and unity can only further weaken the movement and contribute to the rolling back of the gains which labor has achieved over time.
Mr. O'Neill says in their fight for the workers, the labor movement has no intention of retreating nor surrendering.
C2SAB will expect that it is properly treated by all stakeholders in government and that its requests for meetings to engage in consultation and dialogue would be accommodated. It is expected that as a matter of courtesy, acknowledgement of and a response to correspondence directed to government officials, ministries, departments, heads, and agencies will be forthcoming.